Also give a warm welcome to the officials of the Slovenian national team. Boris Stenic, Bojan Cotar, Goran Čužek, Radivoje Stanić. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to both of the referees for this match. The referees for this game are Oscar Raúl López and Ángel Sabroso Ramirez. Both of the referees for this match come from Spain. The European Handball Federation is represented by EHF observer Mr. Viktor Polodenko from Russia, EHF supervisor Mr. Viktor Konoplasty from Ukraine, and the EHF representative, Mr. Jan Tuik, EHF Executive Commission member. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthems of the teams competing in this match. We'll hear the national anthem of the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Amen. showing all the experience of his 108 caps for Macedonia. Switch back again. Filip Lazarov passes into the line. SLO fouled in the act of shooting. And it's a yellow card. I don't think for him. I actually think that the yellow card may well have gone to Garba. Stoilov turns. We'll just check that out for you. They certainly looked like Zvice was committing the foul. Kirill Lazarov then. No problem there. Shkov jumps and the ball goes straight underneath.
Former Republic of Macedonia, player number 7, Kirill
4-2 then to Macedonia. All the way through, too many steps anyway, it won't count. They'll come back for the free throw though, the foul committed by number 9, Jonovski, defence specialist from the champions Metalurg Skopje. Zorman there, fouled. One of their most experienced players, 155 caps, 392 goals he scored, Uroš Zorman. Little handoff. Dolenec comes in with a long-range shot. That's parried away by Ristovski. And of course, Slovenia's big high point came in 2004 when they hosted the European Championships. They got silver medal, beaten in the final by Germany. 3 players still here from that squad. Skov, the goalkeeper, Matthias Bruman on the right wing, not there yet at the moment. He's still on the bench, and Uroš Zorman, the captain. Second line player goes in for Macedonia. Alushovski trying to make space for the back line. Kirill Lazarov gets a shot away, goes out to the side. It's a throw-in for Macedonia. Skov with 118 caps. Plays for the Slovenian champion Simos Koper, although he had a long spell in Croatia, playing for Osiguranje Zagreb. Long-range shot goes wide by Mojsovski. Can't quite get his range today, Mojsovski. His second top scorer in the Champions League with 52 goals. Had a good championship, but today hasn't quite got into it. Again, great save by Ristovski. Picked up on the wing by Alushovski. There it is. And Ristovski has made a great start. 60% save rate for him so far, 3 from 5. Little crossover, they're trying to put in a player on the line, that's worked, superb. And the Stoilov-Lazarov connection is still there.
Goal for former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, player number 5, Stojanče Stoilov.
Well, Slovenia, after the opening 2 goals, have now not scored for 8 minutes as Macedonia hit them with 5. Dolenec fumbles the ball, it's just not going their way at the moment. Slovenians trying to build on their youth squads, bringing in some experienced players, although they still effectively have the starting lineup from the 2010 European Championships. But with a smattering of some of the new players, such as Makovsek, Garber, the defender, Dolenec. But they need to get going here. It's coming up to 10 minutes since they scored that 2-0 lead. And since then, it's all been one-way traffic. Into the wing, he's free. Good angle, saved by Skov. Chance to break out. Underneath the keeper. Quick break. Gajic, the scorer. He scored all 3 of the goals so far. And really not much that Ristovski could do when he broke through a point-blank range effectively. Caught them off balance. Nice pass into him by Zorman. But we've got, well, a little bit of an injury, which may have been self-inflicted with that shove. (5-3) the scoreline then in the 12th minute of this 5th place playoff at stake. For the winner, a certain place in the Olympic qualifying tournament. For the loser, an anxious wait until later today first to see if Serbia make it through to the final, and then on Sunday, hoping that Serbia can win it. Beautiful. Zorman, little shimmy in front and goes through. And finally, we get a different name on the Slovenian scoring lineup. 31-year-old captain of the team. So having allowed the Macedonians a free run for nearly 10 minutes, the Slovenians are up and running and back to within 1. Kirill Lazarov into the line. Oh, Stoilov puts it over the top. He's fouled, though. It's a penalty. And Gaba says, what did I do? Change the keeper, meanwhile. Is it for Slovenia? Gorazd Deshkov goes off, and Primoz Prost, the 28-year-old who plays in France for Montpellier, is going to come in. 26 caps, relative newcomer. He's having a great season in France, though, with Montpellier. He's up against marksman extraordinaire, Kirill Lazarov. And still no mistake.
Goal for former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, player number 7,
6-4.
Kirill Lazarov.
So at right back, we've now got David Miklavic, 28 years of age, still the relative newcomer to the team, 35 caps. Penalty and a 2-minute suspension as well for Jonovski. A little slow to block. He caught him at 6 meters, should have come out and met him earlier. And the 31-year-old from Metalurg Skopje holding too high. Any holding around neck height, I'm afraid, gets you into trouble. And as Skube comes through. So can he save again? Gajic tries once more. Well, a very soft shot. 13 minutes played. Gajic scores his second penalty. Slovenian fans are happy at least. Fourth goal for Gajic. Just dropped his wrist back a little bit. It wasn't a hard shot, but he'd sent the goalkeeper, or tempted him to bring his arms down, kind of windmill-like, and then just put it over his shoulder. Macedonia now have Mirkulovski at the back for the attack. Trying to create a little bit of space now. All the way through. Very inventive play. Caught very high. Miklavic a little slow on the uptake there. Second line player goes in for them. Malushovski in from the wing. Oh, found the inside post. Scored by Stoilov, who's still down injured, and I wonder if he's pulled a muscle. It was an awkward angle. You'll see him having to turn. Shoots there, and I think that's where he hurt himself as he landed. Instead of shooting forwards, he fell backwards, jarred all the way up into his buttock, I'm afraid, and that could be very bad news. Meanwhile, Zvitse has picked himself up a 2-minute suspension. So Zvitse.
Slovenian player number 19, Mika Zvitse.
Stoilov is up and going back to the applause of the fans in the hall, but he's going to go off. Let's wait and see if he continues. In the meantime, he's being replaced in defence by Branislav Angelovski, 34-year-old who plays for Constanta in Romania. So both teams are now short-handed. 14 minutes played, though still Macedonia hold a 7-5 lead. Cut back through. Dummied the pass and then tried to take the shot, but no luck for Skube, 24-year-old, who's played 44 times for his country. All the way through, stolen, well read. Ball passed up to Kirill Lazarov. Blasts it into the back of the net, no problem there. Fourth goal for him. It was an unselfish pass to him by Alushovski, who could have carried on. He had a relatively clear run in, but instead passed it over to the captain. All the way through, saved. Ristovski. And frustration still for Skube. So no luck from 2 shots so far. Meanwhile, Macedonia back at full strength. 44% save rate for Borko Ristovski. And we're midway through the first half. So Moisovski looks for the line. Through the legs of the keeper. And evidently, at what we were afraid of might be a more serious muscle pull, is okay, as Stoilov shows that he's suffering no ill effects.
Macedonia leads 9-5.
Team timeout called. Meanwhile, by Slovenia.
Timeout, Slovenia.
Well, trailing 9-5, having got themselves back into the game and doing quite well, but now a little off the pace, I'm afraid. Well, Boris Stenic will be disappointed with the defence, which is being pulled all over the shop at the moment. But in attack, they're just not putting their chances away at the moment. A 44% save rate for Ristovski. It just feels that when they're getting through right up to 6 metres, they're not getting that last pull, that last explosive shot at goal to make it count. Even Dolenec, number 10 in the background there, so dependable throughout the competition with a 62% success rate, has been struggling here today. None from 2. Skube showing none from 1, but in fact that's a couple of shots he's had, and that's not going through either. And at the moment it's the experienced players who are putting the shots away. Meanwhile, we see a recording here of Shundovski's timeout with his Macedonian players. At the moment it's going quite well for them. So play about to resume. Slovenia throw off as we watch a recording of the Macedonian team timeout.
Team Slovenia is playing at full
and now
strength
Slovenia
again.
are back to full strength. Dolenec has come back in after that timeout. Let's hope he can re-inject a bit of pace. Gajic switches it into the wing. Counts Lukas Vice. And the defender's saying he had his foot over the line, and you'll see that he starts off with him. Does he step back inside? We can't see it from there. His foot was back outside the off-court area before he caught the ball. Clever pass across the court by Gajic. 9-6, the lead now for Macedonia. They've put in Filip Lazarov again at left-back position. There's the shot efficiency, 60% for the Macedonians, 55% for Slovenia. All the way through. That's going to be a free throw only. Never quite managed to get ahead of the player. Temelkov, the winger, coming in as an extra line player, heads off back into his wing. And the quick switch. Filip Lazarov has dropped back into his left back position. Mojsovski, no way through there. Looks to pass to Kirill Lazarov, who once more is being individually marked on the far side by Zvice. Kirill Lazarov's got himself free. That's a long-range shot under pressure, though, and it's a free throw with the referee's warning for passive play. Mojsovski gets up. Gajic directing things from the wing. Looks to the line. Couldn't quite catch the ball. Stolen from under his nose, but unfairly, say the referees. Puselier, the player to dispossess him, who ironically is known locally, plays for Red Star Belgrade here in Serbia. And so back come the Slovenians, and again the Macedonian fans do their best to upset the Slovenians. Gajic, very closed angle, always pushing his luck a little bit there against Ristovski. Oh, great play by the 29-year-old. 108 caps. He's also managed to score 3 goals in that time, Ristovski. 18 minutes played then. It's confirmation that he's on a 45% save rate compared to Shkov's 31%. Free throw, Kirill Lazarov. Giving Lukas Vice the runaround there. Lukas Vice taking a little blow in the process. The referee comes over to make sure he's all right. Doesn't look too interested in the end, goes back and blows to continue. Lazarov, handoff. Oh, shot by Mojsovski, goes wide. Not breaking through at the moment. It's moving the ball sideways, and unless they get Kirill Lazarov into the game, it seems that they're struggling to find the options. Dolenec fouled as he went to shoot. A little shove, almost on the line, but it's only a free throw. And so back comes the 23-year-old. Well, only 12 caps. It's hard to think, really. He plays with great maturity. Little handoff. Tries to go through. Dolenec again. Tries to switch back again, but he's held in the process. He'll get a free throw for that. Need to push the ball a little bit wider. Lukas Vitze on the far side, not getting a staggering amount of service. The ball seems to stop at left back and come back out. Now it had to come. He waited a long time for it. He could have got it a second earlier. It was still a good angle for the shot, and that counts as a good save or a bad miss, depending on who you're with, by Zvitze. Ristovski offered the inside shot, and that's exactly where Zvitze put it, and where Ristovski was waiting to react. So Kirill Lazarov comes into the centre. His marker's gone. He's got a bit of space all of a sudden. Now he drops back into right back, where once more Lukas Vitze is pushing up, waiting on the 9-metre line for him. Filip Lazarov goes across, nearly losing the ball. Dimovski is coming on the line for Stoilov. Bigger line player, maybe less mobile though. 110 kilos, 1 metre 87. The number 19 for Macedonia. He's a bit of a handful to hold. There's the shove on Moisovski that's just given them the free throw. Long range shot, parried away. Well, slow going all of a sudden now. We've had, what, 4.5 minutes without a goal. It's also 5 minutes since the Macedonians last hit the back of the net. And we're past the 20-minute mark in the game as Slovenia put in Matjas Bruman onto the right wing. Very experienced winger. 120 caps, 345 goals, plays for the Slovenian champion Simos Koper. He's been to 2 European Championships before and a World Championship. Long range shot, nearly picked up on the line, but it isn't, and back come Macedonia. Too many steps, took his 3 steps, and no options to pass to, unfortunately, for Temelkov, who ends up giving possession straight back to the Slovenians. So for the moment, the line players parked in front of Dolenec, waiting to come across. Beautifully done, simple move. And the moment Markovski moved to his right, the line player didn't have to do anything at all other than just stand still and wait for Dolenec to exploit it. 2-goal gap now only. Macedonia, who had +4 for a while. Dummies to the line. Moisovski has to come back to the middle. Solid defense by Gaba. Goes into the wing, through the keeper. And Temelkov finally gets a little bit of good fortune. Ironically, he's slow coming back, and it's his absence that gives space for Dobosek to come in from the wing. And so goal traded for goal. And it was poor Markovski left on his own to try and decide whether to try and mark the right back, or at least the winger or the back player, and being caught in between. So back to the starting lineup in the back row. Moisovski with the Lazarov brothers on either side. Kirill once more picked up the moment he starts moving in. Dobosek latches onto him, the 27-year-old winger. Well, it's 2-minute suspension for the defense specialist, Matej Gaba. The 20-year-old looks bemused, holding up Dimovski. He can match him for weight, quite a bit high as well, Gaba. Got 10 centimetres on him in height, but about the same weight. But it means that Slovenia now are going to have to move more than ever, and it surely is a chance now for Kirill Lazarov to get in a few long-range shots, as the defence, by definition, is flattened. Nice play. Passed into the winger coming around, who, instead of trying to take the shot, bounces it into Dimovski. And so after a 5.5-minute spell without goals, Macedonia get 2 quick ones. Defending very deep now, there's no line play to worry about, and the Slovenians may want to push someone in behind. One of the wingers may want to come through. Ah, what a shame. Spiller trying to catch the ball and probably pass it to the wing. They've lost possession, and it's on the break now. Alushovski, the winger. One of the most experienced players with 128 caps, 329 goals. 39 years of age, but lost none of the passion. And so suddenly it's a 4-goal lead. And this suspension proving expensive, and there's still 45 seconds to go on the Macedonian power play. Oh, what a shame! Did everything right except the final pass. And they can afford to slow things up as they make the changes. The defense specialists go off. Wholesale changes, and back in come the line player Dimovski, Filip Lazarov and Mojsovski. So the Macedonians, well, it's a gamble. Slovenia pushed a player up to stay close to Kirill Lazarov. It made the defense even narrower. And Alushovski able to use the space, and it has been a disastrous suspension for Gaba, with 3 goals going in 2 minutes. 10-8 has quickly become 13-8, I'm afraid, and they are back to full strength. None too soon. Slovenia into the line, that's off a foot. Referee's happy to accept that was accidental, and it's just a free throw. Mirkulovski in the center of the defense at the moment. All the way through. Well, Spiller could have passed to the wing, didn't need it. Well, it's only just over 3 minutes since Slovenia's last goal. Seems like an eternity ago. Now it's Mirkulovski who's picked up a 2-minute suspension.
For a player of former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, number 13, Filip Mirkulovski.
So a chance maybe for the Slovenians to try and pull this back from 4 goals down. They'd certainly like to have a suspension like Macedonia just had and score 3 goals during that power play, but it's not the way it is. That's an attacker's foul, running into the defence. Skov tries to throw it quick. Well, Zvice was free on the line, but it was dangerous to try and pass the ball through. Instead, through comes Zorman, the captain, straight down the middle. Well, the defence was still getting itself sorted out. Phase 2 attack. And really not much that Ristovski could do about that as he plants the ball next to his standing foot. Now the Slovenian fans back in good voice, but still they trail by 3 here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Team timeout called by Macedonia. Shundovski just trying to get things organised as we get towards the end of the first half. He may as well use it, especially now while his team are running short-handed. 2 2-minute suspensions per team so far. With Slovenia getting 2 goals now to try and bring back the deficit, which at one point had gone up to 13-8. Just trying to get their bearings again in attack. Kirill Lazarov is being effectively marked at the moment. Four goals he's got. He needs 2 more to overtake Olafur Stefansson for an all-time record of goals scored at a European Championship, which is 58. Stoilov, oh, superb! Broken wrist shot from him. Fast arm, but he actually drops his wrist back and runs the ball off his fingertips. Curve it over the top of the keeper, but a very quick response at the other end. Uroš Zorman, 3 from 3. The captain's doing his best to keep his team in the running here. But still, Boris Denic not happy about that defence. All pushing up and so much space at the back.
Macedonia is leading 14-11.
Stoilov slots back into the defence as Zorman tries to get things ordered in the Slovenian defence. Kirill Lazarov still marked and pushed out of the back. We've had a bit of a collision there, but it's a free throw for Macedonia, who'll keep possession. The clock being stopped with about 2.5 minutes remaining. And interesting that for the moment at least, there's the incident again. Well, just caught him in trying to clear his way through. Not sure there was in any way intentional. Let's have a look at it from this angle here and see. Brings his arm low. Trying to get his arm over the top and just hit him. I'd say that is quite accidental. Not much that Filip Lazarov could do, and no ill intent there. So play about to resume with 2.5 minutes to go. Still only 3 goals in it. It's by no means cut and dried here in Belgrade. Into the line, defending inside the area. He's got the ball past the keeper. Well, under so much pressure. 5th goal for Stoilov.
Goal for former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Dolenet.
Player number 5.
Quick response by him. Well, after 2 early misses, Dolenet is finally getting his target now. 2nd goal. Going to the last 2 minutes. And it seems that every time Macedonia score, they're slow to get back and they get hit on the break by the Slovenians in a phase 2 attack. And you could pretty well call it a phase 2 attack, because even with the throw-off, they're catching the Macedonians still sleeping and getting back in position. Filip Lazarov goes in on the line. It doesn't help very much as still the Slovenians push up on Kirill Lazarov. Gaba holds him out. It's going to be a free throw. Well, Puselje, it wasn't him, Gaba, it was actually Puselje who managed to push out Stoilov, who in turn went into the path of Mojsovski. He got 2 for the price of 1. Back they come then. Little handoff. Mojsovski cuts back towards the centre. Lazarov is behind. They're getting themselves embedded now. Passive plays being worn. Shot by Kirill Lazarov. It's not kept out, unfortunately. Matthias Bruman throws himself across, but can only knock it further out of play. There it is. Close. Got his hand to it. Couldn't stop the momentum. Second line play goes in from the wing. Alushovsky is there now as well. Tries to flatten the defence. It's going to be a free throw. Great power on the shot. Stoilov taking a little blow on the way as he tried to turn. A really strong line player, Stoilov. 1.92 m, 110 kilos. Shoots backwards this time, and they say, well, you took your chance and you've lost the ball. 30 seconds to go before the half-time break. Too deep, and that goes out of play. They've given the ball away cheaply, Slovenia. And now the break is on. Kirill Lazarov. Poor shot, straight down the middle, and an easy save for Skov. Dolenec now throws another long pass, and once more it goes out of play. I'm not sure he was aiming it, though, for the winger. I think it was actually intended for Zorman going down at the back position, but completely misses him as well. 5 seconds. Kirill Lazarov, one last shot, and he scores. And a messy ending for the Slovenians, I'm afraid, but the Macedonian fans delighted. He's pumped up, he is. Kirill Lazarov goes to his supporters on that side. 16-12, a 4-goal lead then for Macedonia here in the Belgrade arena, which is filling up more and more as the day goes on, ahead of the 2 semi-finals coming up next. But this is still an important match to decide who will go through to the Olympic qualification tournaments for London 2012. 62% on the shooting for Slovenia. They're actually outdoing Macedonia with 56%, but where the Macedonians are successful is that their attacks, they're succeeding on 62% of them. The Slovenians actually aren't even getting shots away. It's 44% success rate, which means a lot of their attacks are ending without them even finding a shot towards goal. Stoilov and Lazarov are top scoring for Macedonia with 5 goals apiece, while Gajic is the best of the Slovenians with 4 goals. Zorman is next up with 3, the captain, and this is how the play went, and a long spell at the beginning with Slovenia not getting on the score. Eventually the Macedonians got caught out as well, but then so was Slovenia. It was a dead spell of about 5 minutes. Goals coming pretty well down the middle and on the right-hand side for Macedonia. Otherwise, it's fairly well spread out with 2 fast breaks and 2 penalties to add to that. For the Slovenians, well, 1 goal apiece on the wing, but otherwise all of there is coming down the middle with the back players shooting in at 6 meters or passing into the line players. At half-time, 16-12 to Macedonia. We'll take a short break, but join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.